1 year ago, Canva released Canva websites, and it never really seemed to catch on as a viable website platform. But now, 1 year later, I'm going to show you how to build a stunning, simple website that you could use for a portfolio, a link in bio, resume, and so much more. Canva websites are a simple, cost-effective way to launch your first website or your 10th website. No coding is necessary for Canva websites. I literally wrote 0 lines of code to do this website. But specifically for today's video, I will be walking through recreating one of my favorite links in bio websites, and that website belongs to Traf, and it is a very minimal monochromatic design with some nice animations. I'll be showing you how to link a custom domain to this website, navigate the editor, and much more. I have the website that I created linked down below in the description, along with a link for you to copy it and edit it yourself. But let's go ahead and dive right into this website. Okay, so to go ahead and start a Canva website, we need to go to the home page and then click on websites. So now from this website, you have a bunch of different templates that you can choose from that are custom made. You can also edit the one that I'm including in the description below. But these templates are a great place to start and make your own to use for your own website. But we're just going to go ahead and use a blank website for ours today. So now we're in the website and we just need to see what we're making. So like I said, I'm going to remake Traf's website in Canva. So if we come over to Traf's website, we can see a few things here. One, we have these really nice animations that he did for each of these. We have the subscribe button down below here. And with the subscribe button, keep in mind, we don't have text boxes in Canva. So we can't do exactly like he did here and have users just enter their email down at the bottom. We can't do that. Another thing that we can't do is these hover animations. Canva does not have hover effects currently as of, October 2023. So that's just a couple of things to keep in mind. But the base format of his website is he has the name up here. Then we have all the links in the middle. We have a subscribe button. We'll just make it a button down in the corner, along with the Twitter or X or whatever social media platform you want to link to. I went ahead and pulled out what font he used in this. It is called Supply, so we'll be using that throughout creating the project. But a great way to do this is I have this extension called Unstacked Style Guide. When you use this Unstacked Style Guide, it'll give you all the different colors that are used on the website and the font information. Now his doesn't show on here, but I just inspected and found it in the HTML, so you don't have to. But okay, let's go ahead and start designing. Okay, now we are back in the Canva designer, and first off, his is very monochromatic, so we're going to go black background. That's number 1. Number 2 is we need to add the name up in the corner. So we're just going to add a heading. It can be really any body of text that you want, but we need to change this to supply, like I said. So we're going to change this to supply and then supply medium. And we're going to add this as Evan with the underscore. And now we're just going to make this a little bit smaller, and we're going to center this on this line, this inner rectangle that they're showing here. Now, if we notice on Traf's website, we have these rectangular container or line containers here that are black with these little slight gray borders around them. So in Canva, we're going to come into elements and we're going to add a shape. We don't care about typing in it. We just want it to be black for our very monochromatic website. And we're going to stretch this out. And he doesn't have borders on the side, which is why I'm taking this just slightly off the page. And we're going to make sure that's centered. And we're going to make this nice and small. Now we're going to add a border by going to border style, border weight. We'll make this 1. And then the color that I believe he's using for these is 4B, 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 which is just a dark gray. And now we have this really, really nice rectangle showing here. And before I forget, we're going to do our loading animation. So when this page loads up, like I showed you here, we want this to have a really nice loading animation. So I have for the top corner, we have the breathe animation. So we're going to go to animate and we're going to do breathe, where it just gets a little bit bigger until it gets to the slot. Then these I went ahead and did rise on, and we have a good little, and I noticed a bug in Canva's interface where if you have a bunch of rises in a row, only one of them seems to play and then the rest just pop in. And I figured out a solution to that. We're just going to use rise, and then on the next one we're going to use baseline, also moving up. You don't really notice a huge difference, but it animates every single one of them then. So now we have our rectangle in here. We need to add our X logo, and we're going to make that white again as well. And for now, we're just going to make this really small and drag this so that the edge of it is lining up with our name up top. There we go, that looks pretty good. And we're going to add some text just on that inside of the square. So now you see how we're adding this nice symmetry here. And we're going to change this to x.com _ the old Twitter. And we're going to make this supply, and then we're going to do, I think I did regular for this. No, I did medium. And we're going to make the second half of this that gray. Boom, that looks really, really nice already. And last but not least, for our line here, we're going to add an arrow. Insert for this within graphics, and we're going to add this one here, just because we have these nice rounded corners. And we're going to make this white as well. But this is a really long arrow, and we can fix that really easily by coming to crop and just pulling this in a little bit. There we go, very nice. And then we're going to turn this to 45 degrees and make this as well pretty darn small. And we're going to align this to the middle of our sheet, and we're just going to eyeball it because we don't have guides or we can't set exact numbers in Canva because, like I said, it's completely no code, all drag and drop. So we're going to just eyeball what looks about the same on this side as it does this side of the X. So that looks pretty good. I'm going to make sure that this X is on the bottom of the text. If that's a little too far up, I think we're actually good right there. Perfect. So now we have one of these bars done, but we notice when I have on here, we have a bunch of different animations for this page. And yeah, there we go. So we need to add all those in. The logos on the side, I'm just panning those in from the side on load. Pan, we're gonna reverse the direction so it comes in from the side. And then the text here, I'm using the wipe so that it types it out as everything's coming in and flying in, which makes it look really all just come together really nicely. Now we need to make sure that this is linking to everything. So we need to click the box on the background, and then we're going to hit these 3 dots and then go to link. And then we're just going to type in the link that we want, which in this case is going to be our x.com link. And that's good. We don't need to link the text, the logo, and the little arrow. For some reason, Canva doesn't link those separately, or you can actually just click right through them, so there's no reason to waste time and link all of them. We can just add that box on the background and go from there. Now, before I get into adding all the rest of these links, which I'm just going to time lapse for you because they're all exactly the same, we're just going to copy and paste these and then change all the links out and the text out. But before we do that, I want to show you how I got this really nice background. You'll notice that there's just a little flicker in the background, which makes the page still feel active. And Traps has the same thing. It's very, very light, and it's really interesting. So to add the video, we're going to go to Elements once again, and we're going to search for noise. And then I like this one here, this 21-second one, which has some kind of odds and ends noise in the video. And we're going to go ahead and make this full screen for our website, and then we need to send this to the back. Now this looks okay, but you'll notice that this really stands out quite a bit. So we actually can make these videos transparent, and if we bring this down to like 18 and we press play, now our bar is still blending into the background, but we still have this really nice overlay. And to add to that, we can go ahead and duplicate this one. All right, we have all of our links in. Now I want to just move these down just a little bit so they're right in the center of the page. Boom, good. And if we go ahead and preview this, we can see all of these load in really nicely. See that again. Okay, I'm noticing that the text on some of these aren't animating, but it might just be the preview bug. Oh yeah, there we go. That looked good. And I mean, you can get creative with these and slow the speed on some of these down so that they come in at slightly different times. So now if we preview that, now we just have to add the little subscribe button down at the bottom, which is fairly straightforward. We're just going to bring our header from up top and we're going to add subscribe. Well, I'll also note that I did add all these in capitalization, so just know that. I did have to move this video up, otherwise I kept clicking on it. And I forgot what my link was, so let me come over here and copy this. And over here, we're just gonna add a link to this. And actually, I'm gonna show you a better way to do this, because if you notice, as soon as we link this text, we have this underline on it, which we don't really want. So what we're gonna do is we're going to remove that link completely. But what we are gonna do is we're going to add a box over it, like so. And we're going to make that box black. And we're just gonna put that behind it, and we're just going to link that box. And now when that's clicked, so now when we go over this link here, we don't have that button. We don't have the underline. I actually didn't do this on the main website, so I'm probably gonna change that. But this now is still a button, but we don't have the line underneath. Now we're just gonna bring that subscribe over to the side, and I'm gonna do the @EvanFurnace for my Twitter handle. And we're once again going to link this to x.com. Good. So now we don't have those ugly lines underneath, but now it's really clean. And we're going to make that our gray color. So it just hides down there in the corner. And since this is in the corner, I'm probably not going to have this breathe in. I'd rather have this rise in from the bottom. So we're gonna do the same thing to our subscribe. I think on the other one, I used this tectonic, which like throws it out in the middle and then makes it come back, and I don't really like it that much. So we're just gonna have those pop in now. I was feeling something different last night when I was designing this, and that's totally okay. So now we have a pretty good recreation of Traft's website, but we need to add another page to this. Or how do you add a page? And it can be as simple as just adding a page down here, and then we call this on my website I have it as the growth page. So we can call this the growth page. But the issue is when we load this, that page just renders right underneath it. So it's an inline, or it's an in-page link is all that we're adding here. So if we add a link to this meet chat with me, and we get rid of the YouTube one because that's not supposed to be there, and instead we link to the second page in this document. To rename your pages, we just click over here, add notes, and then we can add growth up there. And then we can do the same with the main. We can just say like home, or actually we're just gonna do Evan _. So now when we preview and we hit this meet with me, it's just gonna slide us down to this other page. And we don't want that. We want the page to reload, because if we come to the current website, if we click this, it loads this other page here. So the best way to do this, and it's a little clunky, but I created a folder inside of Canva called website, or I said the domain, so evanfurnace.com website, and now I'm storing all those pages in here. So first off, you can go ahead and just delete this other page. We don't need it anymore. But, oh, and we're going to drag this video down. There we go. And we're going to make sure it's in the back. Good. Okay, but now we have this page. Let's go ahead and call this, we'll call this the Canva website video demo homepage. Okay, and then we go to file, and then let's go ahead and make a copy of this. And on this one, we don't need any of this stuff in the middle, so we're going to just delete all this. And this is going to be our growth page, so, or the Meet With Me page. So I want to embed my calendar link on this page, but I want it to be in the design of my normal calendar link. So we're going to go to apps, and then we're going to search this embed. We're going to click on embeds, and then we're going to paste in the calendar link that we want, and we're going to add this to design. Now these here display really nice, and they have certain formats that are already pre-made for these. If your link doesn't have something pre-made, that's okay, because it comes up and looks really nice like this. So we're just going to center this in the middle here, and you'll notice that I left these things, and then I'm going to just go ahead and grab an arrow again, and then I just kind of stuck this underneath our name here, and I'll show you what to do with that in a second. But what we're going to do now is we're going to come back to our main page, and we're going to go ahead and talk about publishing this. So we're going to go to publish website, and we're going to, for this video, we're just going to publish to a Canva domain, which is great when we don't maybe have a domain. If you don't, go ahead and buy it through Canva. The prices are very, very reasonable, and it'll be really, really simple for you to use. But I mean, if you're just doing a quick resume thing or a portfolio to send to someone really fast, you can use the free Canva domain. So we're going to continue with that. And we're going to say Evan_Furnace, or maybe we're just going to do Evan Furnace. Good. Continue. And now we see this slash here. We don't want to put anything behind this slash, and this is really important for this is our home page, so we don't have anything behind the slash. So we're just going to leave this blank, and then we can say like, this is my website for our description. So this down here is what image appears when your link is shared. So I do recommend editing this. I added just a quick little one from last night that just has the Evan_ in the top corner. So that looks really nice now. Up here, I didn't even realize this at first, but you can click on this pencil and you can change this. So we just want to change this to Evan_ for the browser preview. And then we can change the favicon here. So go ahead and create a favicon in another Canva tab and use that, because it makes it look really, really professional to have your own little favicon in there. And now we're going to go ahead and publish. Perfect. So this is really, really important. We need to make sure that we copy this link out of here. So if you used your own domain, be sure to copy this out. But we can go ahead and close this. And now we're going to go to our growth page. And we need to publish our growth page as well. The two don't publish together. So we're going to go to a free domain. So it already has our free domain in here. Now we need to edit the behind the slash, and we need to say growth, or maybe since the first page says meet, we'll just say meet with Evan. And then we can change our image on this one again, and we're going to edit our favicon. Good, now that looks really nice. And now we can publish this page. Please note that if you're using your own domain, you can then select which domain you want to use and then edit the behind the slash, the sub page of that. So if you're using your own domain, you just select your domain and then type in your subdomain and then your sub page. and then edit the rest and hit publish on your other project. But so let's go ahead, and we do need to go back to the original website here. We need to edit the design and open this up. We need to come in here and link, because we're no longer linking to the growth page. Now we're linking to our website /meet. And Canva automatically will recognize that this is a link that you're already using. Canva will recognize that this is a link that you're already using, and it's not going to open a new tab like the other ones. Great, now our website is published again. Now we can hit view website. We have our nice loading animation coming in there, and we have this meet/chat or meet chat with me. Now if I click this, it's just going to open up our Meet page, and then we can just link this arrow to go back to our home page. That way people don't have to use the in-browser navigation. They can just navigate right inside of this. This will link out to our calendar. But these other ones, you'll notice if I click this, it opens up a new tab, but ours does not. Our link stays right in the middle or right in the same tab. So I hope you guys enjoyed today's video where we just made a simple link in bio website within Canva, but we modeled it after a very, very nice website by Traff, so that we can show that we can create very nice designs in Canva with nice animations, but not have to write any sort of code. So thank you guys for watching. Be sure to subscribe down below, and let's keep on building tech that you and your business actually will use. Thank you guys. See ya.